All right, so we've been walking in the woods now for a while trying to find this Revolutionary era cemetery.
Hacked off.
I know. And here it is. We came across it here, deep in the woods. So this one you can make out pretty well. James Hamilton died October 17th, 1897 at 89 years old. His wife died January 17th, 1866 at 64 years old. And something looks like it was trying to dig right here. If you hadn't done research on this, you would not know it's here. You would almost walk right over these. Here's one. You're not making that one out. Yeah, unfortunately that's in too rough shape for me to even make out any letters. Let's look at this one. There's a big one over there. Same story with this one. That's in too rough of a shape for me to make out. I just see an 18 there. That's it. 18. Aged something 3. Wow. Okay. Born July 15th, 1827. Died October 6th, 1896. This one's in relatively good shape too, especially compared to all the other ones. Look at that. This one's really clear. Hasn't weathered away at all. Died 1881 and 1884 respectively. And this little area here they have is relatively trimmed and well kept. It's an old brick. That's probably another headstone actually. I can't seem to get that out of the ground. Here's another one in rough shape, who died 1861 in the 67th year of her age. It's a piece of something here. It's a piece of headstone. No words on it. Can't make anything out. I won't disturb that. This one you can make out really well. Let's see. Died November 12th, 1818. Aged 38 years and 14 days. Mark the perfect man and beloved. Behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. For being put here in 1818, I can make it out pretty well. My debt is paid, my grave you fee. Prepare for death and follow me. Wow. Well, that's a very elegant one. She was a young lady of much pride, that's for sure. I'm not able to read this poem either. It's in very rough shape. You can make out a few words. Till, joyful sound. This must be part of this one here, but I'm not going to disturb that too much. Beautiful engraving. Now this one, RR. That's it. Everything else is completely weathered away. And these were bases for headstones, and those headstones are long gone. I don't see them anywhere around here, so I'm assuming they're laying either on this side or that side of this base here, and same with that. I'm assuming it's either on that side or that side. It looks to be out of order with all the others. There's another one of those over there. So this is another one of those bases which the headstones fell off and crumbled, and they lay on, I'm assuming on this side because there's one here. So there's someone laying below these weeds here. George W. Remmer, 1830 to 1903. His wife, Mary E. Kershaw, 1837 to 1915. Their daughter, Mary E., 1871 to 1886. This one's in beautiful shape for being how old it is. At the absolute newest, it's from 1915, which would make it 105 years old. Still has that glossy new finish on it. This one's beautiful. Another Compton. Yep. So Compton was a big name in this graveyard so far. I can't make out anything but in memory of something Compton of, and I can't make out any other dates. Let's check this one out here. You said there was one here. Won't be making that out either, but it's definitely there. Or these two, I should say. This one's in relatively good shape. Daughter of Richard and Elizabeth Compton, again, who departed this life November the 7th, 1801, aged 63 years and 3 months and 28 days. Comfy the place where I do lie, as you are now foe, once was I, as I am now foe you. Something that's very old English that I can't make out. And this one, that's going to be a pricker bush, but I might be able to make out some of the... I can make out the date. Born 18... Let me see. I can make out the date. Died 1849. Look at that. This was not a Compton, however. This was a different last name. Norstrand was the last name here. Who? Norstrand. Here's another remnant of a headstone. Look at this. James Castner, 1st BN New Jersey Infantry, Revolutionary War, 1728 to January 8th, 1821. How surreal. Thank you, sir, for your service. God bless you. It really is amazing, though, how this one, of all the ones here in the cemetery, is one of the oldest and carries the most significance, but is still in the best shape and is one of the most readable out of them all. So all of these other ones, though, are pretty unreadable around it. This one's leaning up against the tree here. I can see there were words, but I can't see what they were. This one completely collapsed. I'm assuming the words were on the other side because this is completely smooth.
Pile of stones.
Yeah, look, yeah, all these grave markers here. That was one, that was one. This must have been on top of here, which was on top of here. So that completely toppled. So there must be someone laying right underneath the ground here. Can't make too much out here.
It says Anna.
Anna something, yeah.
A-D-E-L-A-I-D-E.
Adelaide, I believe. I can't read her prayer or her date of death, but I do see that it's April. This one really does look like it could have been put in last year. It's so pristine and so clear. Miller, John and Katharina Bayer, 1817, 1877, 1814 to 1872 respectively. So at the very latest, this was put here in 1877 and it looks brand new. It's unbelievable. This one's in really good shape too. It's just buried in weeds. Let's see. Joseph W. Jeunesse, native of Vermont, 1843 to 1896. Again, this one is one that's well over 100 years old and looks like it could have been put in last year. And look at this. This has to be modern, but it's still on the ground nonetheless. Let's fix that. There we go. Castner Compton Cemetery. So it makes sense now why we saw so many Castners and Comptons. Castner, the Revolutionary War veteran, and the Comptons, which there were so many of them over there. So now we'll be inside of the railings, which I assume is going to be the main part. Samson. And that fell over a while ago, but let's see if we can make anything out. Our mother, Katharina Sampson, December 11th, 1882, aged 88 years old, and 17 days. December 11th, 1882 is, I'm assuming, when she died, aged 88 years old, 9 months, and 17 days. That's a very beautiful one as well.
Also probably 500 pins.
Yeah, no doubt. That's solid granite. So, not light. So here's one that I'm not going to be able to make out at all. I can just see that there was letters and numbers there at one point. This one, it's really overgrown in here now. Last name was Todd. Died January 25th, 1883. Aged 71 years, 4 months, and 21 days. This one over here, July 1820 to 1880, I believe that says. This one in here, completely overgrown, and I'm not going to be able to make much out. Having a hard time making that out. I can only tell that there were letters here. I can't tell what they were. Looks like I won't be able to make this out. It doesn't look like there's any more within these rails here. Let's check this one out. This looks like it'll be in pretty good shape. David Todd, 1801 to 1894, lived to be 93 years old. What does it say at the base here? This one's in really beautiful shape. Father. And he just wanted to be remembered as a simple man. Nothing but his name and a simple headstone. This is just in the middle of the woods. In the middle of the woods. In absolute nowhere. This is unbelievable. Just a little opening there in the trees for this graveyard. So there's a bunch of American flags on the ground over here. So I'm not sure. Okay, there's a few more gravestones over here. And now I know why. George Reamer Jr., private, 1 INNJ Infantry, Revolutionary War again. Okay. Wow. Thank you again for your service, sir. God bless you. And these flags are not going to stay here. These are going to go back where they belong. Let's do that. I know they were on the ground, but it's not my place to take them out of here. I'd rather put them back where they should go. Look at that. Revolutionary War. No dates of birth or death. It's very simple. It's really cool that the 2 tombstones we found of the 2 Revolutionary War veterans in here are in the best condition, even though they're the oldest in here. We should probably come back with more flags at another point and put them by the other gravestone of the other veteran. Here's one last look, and we'll be out of here. We'll definitely be coming back here, probably in the winter, so we can see a little bit more. And we'll be back on the next one.